Hello again, this is Alex with MasterChartsTrading.com, and this is market recap for Friday, October 1st, 2021. As always, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with others. Your likes is what's keeping this channel going. Today we will talk about these topics here. Stocks pretty much did nothing this week. Bonds more or less did the same, kind of just didn't really do much, but they did give another bearish signal, so we'll look at that. Dollar did break the new high for the move. We'll look at the dollar, gold, silver, and gold miners interplay. Natural gas, so there's all this freak out in Europe, especially about the winter is coming, the prices will be even higher. Maybe not. We'll look at the prices of natural gas. And Bitcoin so far has failed to collapse. So that's actually good news for the Bitcoin bulls. If you are a paid subscriber, then stay tuned. You'll have access to this newsletter called Elite. You'll have lots of major ETFs, Forex, and major large cap stock coverage. And if you're a subscriber as well, you will get a speculator newsletter with various speculative stocks. If you haven't yet subscribed, consider signing up by going to MasterChartsTrading.com, click on products, and sign up for one of the product packages. So number one I sell is this product package where you can get these lines, these green, blue, red, and yellow lines on your chart. That's trading indicators. That's number one product. If you want the indicators and newsletters, like I said, you will get the newsletters as well. And also there's an ultimate bundle where you get the stock screener as well, and you can find out more about that. Alright, going back to the stock market, so S&P 500 really didn't do much yesterday on the 30th of September. You can see we saw a breakdown below this green indicator line. So overall, this just means that weak support has been broken. This is weak support at the green line. So these lines, what they do is they show me, based on price action, where I would be interested in buying, where I would be interested in selling, etc. So for example, in this case, I would be interested in buying around the blue line, currently around 4,000. We might get there, we may not. It's just that there's this battle at the support resistance line right around the green line. So let's wait and see where this gets us. Overall, in the longer term, not much has changed. We're still sitting in our old positions if we entered them back in June of last year or May of last year. And again, we're trailing at the blue support resistance line. You can see it on this chart clearly. It has not yet been hit, so we're just sitting in this position, again, doing nothing. Here's Dow Jones. Generally speaking, same thing. The alert was sent back here in May of 2020. Currently, we're sitting in the position above our stop. Our stop is at the blue line, and we are simply trailing this market higher. The market could continue higher for the foreseeable future. NASDAQ, same general principle. Again, we can see a support break right there where I'm hovering on the 28th of September, so on Tuesday of this week. This is a weak support break, a trip to the strong support, currently the blue line at 339, is not out of the question. So if we do get there, I think it will be a great opportunity to buy. But overall, in the longer term, again, we're sitting in the position since April of last year, and we would be just doing again nothing and advancing our stop. Small caps underperforming generally, the larger caps counterpart. So new records ideally should be made, and they're currently at 234. They have not yet been made, so this is a divergence between large caps, which have indeed made new records. Here's new NASDAQ at new records just recently in September. while small caps last time it made a new record was back in March. So overall a divergence. However, we're not that far off from new records. We're just a few percentage points away for small caps. So yes, we can make new records and then divergence will just go away. Alternative scenario is a possibility of a pullback towards the blue line, currently at 203, and we'll see if the bottom will be found there. On the Treasury bonds market, here's Treasury TLT. So I think they're in a downtrend. So the downtrend began back here in January. We took advantage of that. Now we bounced back towards good levels to consider shorting. So for example, the latest opportunity before yesterday was right there on the 9th of July, and it actually hasn't worked out. So I would be sitting in the position and my stop would be at the blue line. If I'm shorting, it's above. Another opportunity to sell short, there is the signal where I'm hovering 28th, 29th of September and on 30th of September. Signals were there. Again, we're going to put our stop at the blue support resistance line. So on the short side, you can be buying puts. You can also be buying inverse ETF, which goes up if the stock, in this case underlying TLT, goes down. We'll see if it does. Stop is again at the blue line. Let's see where it goes from here. Switching gears to the Forex universe, here's dollar index DXY. So I think dollar is in an uptrend where it began right there where I'm hovering on the 13th of July. It bottomed and made a new low here in January of this year. Attempted to make a new low in May, failed, and rallied. And then it broke out above this blue support resistance line, which in my book means bull market. So we're buying, we're thinking about buying. And we had multiple alerts. In fact, right there on the 17th of September, I decided to go ahead and buy this security. In the United States, you can do it by buying UUP. So it's a dollar bullish fund. So I bought calls on UUP. I bought them at 44 cents here on the 16th of September. Just a few days ago, I sold a quarter of my position at 54 cents each. So even though the security moved, barely under 2%, we had a very nice move. So let me see, that's it's a 22% move on the option. And then of course I moved my stop to entry and the remainder. So I have a positive trade, which is what is important. So overall, this goes contrary to what many commentators are saying, about the inevitability of the inflation and how the inflation will swallow United States and the world. So right this instant, I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing the opposite. I'm seeing appreciation of the currency. What I am seeing is I'm seeing depreciation of gold and precious metals. So, multiple signals here. Latest very nice opportunity. Actually, this was a signal right there. The 22nd of September. You made money. You could have been already out of this trade. Looks like we're bouncing back. So I think we're still gonna retest the August 9th lows. Most likely we're gonna bounce back, do something up here, and then again try to make a new low. So the way dollar has been acting, it seems like what I just said is quite likely, because dollar is definitely overdue for at least a small pullback. If that happens, then it will help relieve the pressure on gold, and it's coming up already into this excellent area to consider selling it short, around 1785, 1760 area. So the higher it goes, the stronger the short, basically. Silver actually broke below August lows, whereas gold You can see the gold made a new low here on the 9th of August. It has not yet made a new low today, while silver actually made a new low, and that's a multi-year low. You see, multi here meaning 2. So going back to 2020, this is a new low for the silver. Again, this just shows you that people are panicking about the inflation, whereas in fact what's happening, we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing deflation. Okay, so that's something just to keep in mind, right? Before you guys panic, look at the chart. Look at the chart of silver and gold. Important, you know, if you're trying to understand inflation and how it even works. And here are the gold miners. So gold miners also started breaking down. I thought they started breaking down here in March. And a great opportunity right there in June. So if you held on through this into August, then you are in excellent shape. That's a 2+ year low for gold miners. We will definitely get a bounce. We don't know if it's gonna happen now or in the future, or from what levels we will bounce. So let's keep again an open mind, but overall the direction is down for gold miners. So that's again questioning the whole inflation narrative. Natural gas. So natural gas is a big winner for our trading service. Notice latest alert for this security for natural gas happened here on May 6th. We would have simply bought. I mean, if you had a futures account or if you have natural gas contract for difference, CFDs, that you can trade. Alternatively, you can buy calls on UNG. Not an ideal situation, but it's not impossible. What I think is happening right this instant, we're seeing top-in patterns. So this candle here on the 28th of September sure as heck looks like a top-in candle, and I think we're going to see a pullback, you know, into winter, basically. I mean, right now we're in October, September, so we're looking at, I don't know, something like this. So this is December. I think it's reasonable to expect something like this. So that's a pullback of, let me see, about 25% pullback into winter. This is a reasonable pullback, and then we'll see what happens. It's obviously not going to happen in, you know, straight line, but it's very likely. It's really quite likely that's going to happen. Again, I'm just projecting my lines into the future, something like this. Alright, so that's natural gas. Again, don't get married to this narrative of gloom and doom and just look at the chart. Sometimes it's pretty obvious. I'm predicting that we're gonna see a pullback for natural gas, but overall the trend is up. So if we do get a pullback and we'll see where it bottoms, we may want to start buying it again. Okay, and finally Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, a lot of whipsaws lately. I closed my long position. I bought on the 20th of August. I got stopped out right there, 21st of September. I didn't sell short. There was really no opportunity, but now maybe it was a good thing. No, this big rally today, especially. So it's again now looking quite likely that we're gonna rejoin the bull market. So we had several whipsaws here. It happens on occasion, but once we find the direction, you know, as long as we jump on it, we will be in great shape. Alright, that's it for this week's recap. Head over to MasterChartsTrading.com, click on products. Again, I have 3 bundles. One is the trading indicators, and I'm talking about these lines on the chart. You can find out more about them. You know, basically that's all I use. Here's a recent trade for Merck, for example. and I used exclusively the lines. So here is the actual trade. I bought calls on Merck right there. A little while, it took a while, and now it jumped today. So I'm in really good plus. I'm hoping for it to continue higher. It looks very promising. So this is the type of trades I do. Basically, I'm looking at these lines and I'm using them exclusively to make trading decisions. So this is the indicators and newsletters. So you can get the newsletter about the various securities that we trade. You can see there's a whole bunch of them that we trade, and you can see them here as well. We trade large caps, small caps, ETFs, and also a whole bunch of speculative stocks. And if you want to get the ultimate bundle adds the stock screener, so you can find stocks that are doing things like Merck breaking out, for example. Okay, so sign up for that. I also have indicators for MetaTrader 5.0 not now available. You can sign up for that as well. Alright, that's it for this week's recap. Again, if you have any questions, please let me know. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, and share this video. Thanks for watching. Have another great trading week. Bye-bye.